Good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon,
Good
sir.
afternoon, sir.
We wish all of you to become outstanding marketing and sales professionals. But the journey to become an outstanding marketing and sales professional starts from understanding your own company well. You cannot become a great marketing and sales executive without understanding your own company well. It's right, of course, that you should be extrovert person, but the most important thing is, unless you know your company well, how can you become an effective marketing and sales executive? Sometimes it becomes necessary for you to revive your company by understanding the company first, by introducing required changes in the branding of the company, by introducing changes to represent the company itself. Recently, all the travel and tourist companies are facing severe problem. They are not having businesses. Marketing and sales has become very challenging task for them. Tourism has come down substantially, and because of fall in tourism and because of fall in international travelers,
Sir,
yes,
sir, sorry to interrupt, sir. Ayush this side. So when I need to present my presentation,
whenever it is ready, no
sir,
need
it
of.
is ready right away.
So अभी दे दो.
Sir, please make me presentation presenter. I'll share the screen.
Sure, you are the presenter now.
Thank you so much, sir. Is it visible?
नहीं, अभी तो कुछ नहीं. हाँ. Yes, देशी और विदेशी, very good, excellent.
So, hello everyone. This is my presentation on the basis of our last class, and I made this presentation under the guidance of Dr. Trilok Kumar Jain, sir. And so, just to start off with, let's talk about the most important business right now. And if anyone wants to make a guess, please make it guess for 5 seconds. If you know what is the most important business right now these days.
Pharmaceutical.
Okay, I'll give you a hint. Now,
IPL.
thank you so much, Imanshu. So we will talk about the most important business, which is IPL, and why I have chosen particularly IPL is that we should look beyond. We should look beyond our boundaries, and here is the man who looked beyond the game and made India as the leader with just 3 letters, which is IPL. Why it's important to talk about IPL? Because IPL gave so much power to the BCCI, so much so that India now dominates the 70% of global cricket revenue. And in 2017, they generated $1 billion sponsorships. And as right now, you know what is the bid of Dream 11 to be and title sponsor is 222 CR and with other sponsors. So this man, Lalit Modi, made IPL and made BCCI the powerful chair of ICC. And why I am talking about so much of IPL, because it brings sponsorship, it brings viewership. No sponsors or no broadcaster is ready to take anything without BCCI. Why is it important? Because this is why it's important. The brand value of IPL in 2019 was 475 billion, and according to Duff and Phelps, according to BCCI, the 2015 IPL season contributed 11.5 billion to the GDP of the Indian economy. So can you just imagine that this much is the amount in 2015 which IPL standalone contributed to the GDP, to the Indian GDP economy, and what will be the amount right now with the rise of IPL in 2020, where the title sponsor himself have paid 222 CR, and with that the taxes and everything players contribute in the Indian economy. Now we need to understand the basic fundamentals. What are those basic fundamentals? The imports and exports, appreciation, depreciation. Why? Because right now India imports are higher than exports. But if our exports will rise, our economy will boom. Why we need to understand these fundamentals? Because this is where we stand on the 10th position on the market capitalization. So India need to understand the basic concept and to replace all these all these countries to become the market leader. And just to do that, we need to invest, we need to bring brands like Tata, Reliance, Serum Institute, and Infosys, and the largest and we should be working for companies like PSUs, because one of the biggest taxpayers in Indian economy is ONGC, which is an PSU, which standalone gives a tax of 20,000 crores to the Indian economy. So this is what the government is doing. So government is supporting the local businesses. So there is a major jump in ease of doing business in India in last 5 years. In 2019 we were at 63, and now we are rising strongly. Now government is also making you pledge for locals, so you should shop more and more and more from the locals. Apart from that, government recently banned Chinese application and released this innovative challenge, which is called as app Atmanirbhar Bharat App Innovation Challenge, which basically suggests that we should be coming after we should be coming with the replacements of the application which were banned by the Indian government. So there were many winners of this application challenge in different domains, and I'll just name one, which is Chingari. Chingari won the a total sponsorship of 20 lakhs from Indian government, and it was in replacement of the very famous application called as TikTok. Apart from that, government is supporting promoting Make in India and Atmanirbhar Bharat, and this is the only way to come out of this global crisis. What we should be doing as a consumer? So there is, so as a consumer, there is not a lot of thing we need to do. There is just one simple thing to do, that is replace. And whom should we replace with? So these are our Indian brands and startups which are right now working every single day for us. Now there'll be many questions that these are funded by Chinese investment groups and SoftBank groups. So my only humble request to you is, so there is a very famous talk in startup world right now, which is that every single startup is looking after bailout from the Chinese investment. And what is the procedure of doing that? That we need to invest more and more on these applications. We should use more and more number of applications so that they reach to their IPO. And once their IPO is done, we would be able to let these application bail out from the Chinese investment. And with that, there is a huge rise of Indian investors who are investing in these brands such as Ratan Tata, Mukesh Ambani. There are many big shots like Ronnie Screwwala who are investing in these brands and helping these brands to come out of the Chinese investment. So just they can replace the Chinese investment. Now, so it's like sometimes it get very difficult to replace some product or application or something like that. But we Indians are so innovative that we came with a business plan even for replacing. And what are those two brands which helps you replacing your product? Any guesses? There are two Indian brands which helps you replace your product. Okay, I'll go with it. This is Modi Care and Vestige. You must be pissed off with the names, I know, but these are the two very innovative businesses which helps the Indian businesses and economy a lot. So Modi Care and Vestige, basically they are into the same kind of business what Amway does, but Amway is not an Indian company, but Modi Care and Vestige is an Indian company, and they helps you replace basically the brands which you are using from their own products. how we can contribute. So this is an so the Pranab Mukherjee, while giving a speech at IIT, says that we should be focusing on the larger purposes, where he talked about that we should be thinking of the betterment of our country. We should work for more and more number of PSUs. We should work in like we should be working for making PSUs profitable, and we should write more number of civil services, start our own ventures, learn from Nalanda University, which is very famous, and from university in Bihar. And we should learn all of this, and this is how we should contribute to the Indian economy rather than selling out detergents for large MNCs. That is what Pranav Das says, and this is what we are capable of. So these are the Indian origin CEOs and revenues of the companies they had. And so as you know, like these are the big shots, and everyone have named, have heard their names. Sundar Pichai, Satya Nadella. Satya Nadella is from our parent organization, from like one of our institutes called Manipal Institute of Technology. He did his BTech from there. So there are many Indians who are doing what we like. It's just a picture where you can see that what we are actually capable of. Now, this is what we need to do. We need to stop running. Why I am saying it so? Who have you ever seen this brand, 77? Anyone? Okay, so in 1977, when the emergency ends, this is a state-sponsored cold drink called as Double Seven, which commemorates the ends of the emergency era. And when this happened, the Coca-Cola has to left the Indian market, and it gave rise to these brands: Limca, Gold Spot, Citra, Bisleri, Club Soda, Maaza, and Thumbs Up. These are the Indian brands which got a rise, and they have hold of at least 60% market share at that time. But when Morarji Desai came out of the election and have lost the seats, the Bharatiya Janata Party, when lost the elections, then again the Coca-Cola entered the market, and Coca-Cola had captured all these brands on the very first day. And the very first day market share of Coca-Cola was 50% stand alone, because Coca-Cola acquired Limca, Gold Spot, Bisleri, Maaza, and Thumbs Up on the very first day. So we should stop running behind acquisitions, dollars, and these big mergers. Why I'm saying it so? Because we need to start building. What we should be building? These brands: Haldiram, Nirma, Patanjali, Zoho, Mankind. I'll tell you a very interesting story about Zoho. So Zoho never sold themselves to the Salesforce. I guess everyone have heard the name of Salesforce. Salesforce tried it many times to acquire Zoho, but Zoho never sold themselves to Salesforce. And these are the brands who have given run out of money for the large MNCs, large MNCs, and big players are scared of these brands. Haldiram's has a total a net worth of 2,500 crores. Patanjali were crossed 15,000 crores, and Nirma standalone gives a tough fight to the HUL and PNGs and big MNCs. And Mankind, of course, Prega News, you must have heard of, is a very famous product which is giving run out of money for thing. Why I'm saying stop running and start building? Because that is what the problem is with the Hotstar. So Hotstar himself is the biggest player of the OTT platform, but it got sold to Walt Disney. Now it's an entity of Walt Disney. But I don't know why they have sold themselves, but because they had the largest number of viewership, which is 25.5 million viewers, standalone viewers, static viewers, which were viewing on Hotstar at a single point of time. So we need to stop this. We need to stop running behind dollars and evaluations, because this is what we need to do. We need to contribute more into Indian economy, more into Indian businesses. Because why? Because small is big. So now coming up with the sir's example, sir gave us a very interesting example of Mishri, and I came up with the two examples. This is the India leads the world in milk production. This is the report of 2020, where India of world production is of 852 million tons, where India leads with 196. And in spices, so India total exports 2,690 crore of spices. So small is big, We need to understand that these small businesses can do a lot of things for our Indian economy. And again, the basic fundamentals, imports and exports, we need to understand that the more we export, the more we are contributing to the Indian economy and the GDP. Now we need to like we need to focus more on not just to become an employee after an MBA program, but to be an employer also. We need to become employer. Like, these are the people, these will be the renowned faces. You can spot Harshad Mehta, you can spot and from Mr. Munjal from Hero Bicycles. So we need to start brands like Kirloskar, Siska, High Spirit, Monte Carlo, Spiker, Flying Machine, Hero Cycles, Medimex, Envy, Old Monk, Bira, Wow Cosmetic, Onida, Nature's Essence. And we should be focusing on building these brands more and more. And even if we want to become an employee, not an employer, we should join these brands. We should join our own people. We should join our, we should be working in a nation's interest. Now this is the best example I can give. If a one single person can do this, we all can do a lot of things. And I am talking about just one person, and that is Mr. Mukesh Ambani. Reliance is at war with everyone, and everyone knows this, that Reliance have given a tough fight to the entire MNC and the Indian homegrown brands also. But if a single man can do this, you just can think of that how many startups and how many smart minds can give rise to a lot of good brands which can help contributing to the Indian economy. Now choice is ours. Why I'm saying this? One, this is one choice, that we should be running behind dollars for maybe jobs, or maybe starting our own ventures in US for better evaluation, and to pay from leveraging the taxes and all these things, or maybe selling our own brands to the big MNCs, or to the funded organizations. Or we should again help India to become a Sone ki Chidiya, as we can contribute. So this is basically a piggy bank. Why I've used it? Because this is what you will contributing to your motherland, and this will gonna help you and your future generation to live a life of a proud Indian. We should understand. We should glorify our Indianness, our products, our economy, our nation. And now the choice is totally yours. Thank you. Hello.
Very good presentation. अच्छा दिया आपने.
Thank you so much, sir.
Okay, okay. Who is your CR? Class में कौन है आपके? CR कौन है? Class representative.
Kanika Lalwani.
अच्छा, Kanika, can you prepare marks for the second 10 marks slot?
The slot as in?
Yes, write down the name of the speaker, Ayush Khandal, and with registration number and marks 10 out of 10 for the second presentation.
Thank you so much, sir.
All right, sir.
So I hope all of you have enjoyed an outstanding presentation, and the more important thing was the spirit behind presentation. We all need to think about how do we find out opportunities for transformation of India. And all of us can make small little contributions towards this direction. I think all of you should take up similar topics. Even if each one of you can take up one brand each, right? that will make it to some 20 new brands. Even if you decide to contribute towards only one Indian brand for its development, for repositioning and all these things, that itself will contribute substantially. So each of you can make that much of contribution. That is, uh, even if you can even if you contribute to one Indian brand, it will be great success. There is no need of a brand, in fact. You can think about unbranded products also. You can think about how to develop brands in the domains of unbranded products. In India, we have thousands of products where branding has started. The marketing is still undertaken in traditional way. There is traditional way of product positioning, product promotion, and therefore people like you can apply your brain power there. You may think and analyze them whether the brand is required or not, whether if brand is not required, what should be done. So your focus should be on building Indian brands. Your focus should be on building Indian, market legacy. After all, the MBA program should contribute towards your awakening. Reading the books of marketing or reading the books of sales should ultimately result in awakening the mind. And awakening of mind will result in development of our nation. Right? If one of you is truly awakened and is applying total energy, 100% energy towards how to develop Indian brands properly and how to build strong marketing for Indian products and services, then probably he will become a source of hope for all of us. And he would be able to bring about the desired transformation, which is badly needed. Because small initiatives like yours can help India in its revival. And these initiatives may come from any one of you, right? It may be Bhumika, it may be Darshika, it may be Devanshi, it may be Himanshu, or it may be Ipshita or Ishita, or it may be Aditya Prakash, introducing something new, introducing a strong marketing communication for something truly Indian. What we call as Atmanirbhar Yojana will fail if it is not adopted by people like you. If Atmanirbhar Yojana is adopted by people like you, then transformation will be a very easy process, and it will take place very quickly. So the first step is people like you should embrace Atmanirbhar Yojana by building at your own level the required marketing momentum for truly Indian products. And there are vast number of regional products, local products all over the country. And all of them deserve to be taken up with lot of marketing vision. So your support is required to all of them. So if you can pick up that support, if you can give that support, probably it will help. And it will also highlight in your case study in your biodata, it will add that you contributed to revival of so and so brand. That is what we require. So in my next classes, which will be happening on Wednesday, I expect all of you to deliver an outstanding presentation on how do we revive traditional Indian market segments, traditional Indian products and services. How do we revive, and what should we do to bring about transformation of Indian products and services? Okay. So with that, we end the class. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.